Well, it was another big day of campaign promises. Labor's pledging a $1 billion boost to fund more medicine.
And National has unveiled a sanction regime for job seekers on the benefit, threatening to cut payments entirely for people who don't comply. Here's political reporter Amelia Wade.
You want to roll up your sleeve, Province.
Checking the pressure and all things considered.
Very good, 110 on 60.
While Hipkins' pressure passed, the pressure is high on the government to fund more medicines.
The extra $1 billion that we're going to put into Pharmac.
But $1 billion doesn't go far. Drug buying agency Pharmac needs twice that to fund all the drugs it wants to.
For me, I was grappling with having a rare disorder, but then I was also having to grapple with, well, why don't we fund it?
Samantha Lennox has Pompe disease. A treatment is funded in 79 other countries, but isn't even on Pharmac's wish list.
It's incredibly frustrating to see countries like third world countries that do fund it. Ukraine, even during the current crisis that they have going on in the war, they are funding it.
We're committed to continuing to increase Pharmac funding, and I would note that that is in contrast with the National Party, who want to cut access to free prescriptions in order to fund a hand-picked group of cancer drugs.
Christopher Luxon was doing some picking today, but of another kind. Which flavour of real fruit ice cream? Tough work. And what National says is tough love for beneficiaries.
We believe fundamentally in our core that work is the way in which we solve poverty in this country.
Introducing obligations for beneficiaries, including reapplying for their benefit every 6 months, having proof of job applications and interviews. If someone has a warrant out for their arrest, their benefit is cut for a month. And it would index benefits to inflation rather than wages, so generally benefits will not rise as fast as they are now.
People aren't going to job interviews, they are not turning up to work and income, they are not attending training. No surprise, they're not going to get a job. You're not going to get a job if you turn up to a job interview in your pyjamas.
It is continuing some of the cruelest, harshest, laziest politics that the National Party are continuing to push out there.
For those who don't or can't comply, the Nats have taken a leaf out of the COVID playbook and devised a traffic light system.
On green, the job seeker is compliant, no changes to their benefit. Orange, 1 or 2 breaches, so they get more regular check-ins. And on the third breach, that's red. They will suffer sanctions like money management, mandatory community work, or even having their benefit reduced or cut entirely.
Harsher sanctions don't work. National's plan today would simply result in more children living in poverty, because that's what happened last time.
We care about these people, we love these people, we want them to do well, we want them to be able to flourish, and we actually need to make sure they're clear about the obligations.
National saying they want to help Kiwis flourish, despite evidence that sanctions do anything but. Amelia Wade, Newshub.